Our project is about cultural identity and changing cultures.
Our topic was Sanskrit Vaibhav, which meant the glory in our culture. So we had to research about a certain temple.
We chose to inquire into music as a form of self-expression, how it can influence your lifestyles and well-being, and even the significance of each musical genre.
A lot of people didn't know about themselves. So when we had just asked someone what's your cultural identity, they would just say something like, I'm a Hindu, and that's a problem because Hindu is a religion. So you should know more about where your family's been from and more about yourself.
I think doing the project is really very interesting for them, and I think what really is really nice, it's very different than doing a normal mass page or something, because you really go in depth, and I think it gives them so many different skills that you see they develop, how to do something that's a little bit bigger, how to go more deeper into it, how to find what's interesting and how to balance that out as a team. So I think it's interesting to see so many skills that they practice and work together, the teamwork.
So the project that I've chosen to create is a collection of short stories. I've written 4 short stories that revolve around the theme of sleep in dystopian settings. So as a student myself, because of academic pressure, mounting work, and procrastination, I've actually had a pretty poor sleep schedule, only sleeping between 4 to 6 hours a night, which is not optimal for an adolescent because it's an important stage of our growth. So because of this, I actually wanted to investigate, since I've seen the impact of sleep deprivation and a poor sleep schedule on myself, as well as my peers, my classmates, and my friends.
Through this entire journey, they were able to work on their collaborative skills, they were able to work on problem-solving skills, they became active listeners, and they also knew how to manage themselves better. After all, a self-managed student is a better managed student.
I think preparation actually was primarily composed of freaking out, trying to write a script, trying to figure out what I was going to say, and try to make this very structured way of going about it. But what I realized was in the end that this is a process that I have been doing for the past 8 months, and I know these topics by heart, and it is something that's really close to me, and I picked it for a reason. And honestly, it was easier to just, it may seem cliched, but when you go on stage and you really like what you're talking about, it comes out more naturally.
We had 2 days of EE camp, and there the entire cohort sat together working exclusively on the extended essay, where each one shared their thoughts, their observations, and that peer feedback and expression of concern for one another was very much evident. And I personally felt that was a real important thing that happened in the lives of the grade 12 students.
I wouldn't say I was trying to solve problems. I was trying to rather explore the beauty of the mathematics in animation, because I saw that the applications were vast and everyone loves animation, but no one understands what goes behind it. So I guess the problem I was trying to solve was a communication gap, or breaching the barrier between people who like animation but don't know what goes into animation.
There was this one project, I think it was Ishan, the presenter. He came out and said, I wanted to do fancy things. I started off my project, and then 2 weeks before my deadline, I had to completely change, and this is my learning. And for something like that to come from a 12th grader is great. I think that's an achievement.